There you go. 5:30 Thursday morning. Pretty nice looking sunrise starting. And hey, guess what? You know them weather guessers? Yeah. I want to say the news actually said, oh, it's going to be like 31 degrees. App on my phone said 29. And Google flips a little thing across once in a while trying to tell me what the weather's going to be. And they said 29. Yeah, they're all full of shit. It's 24. And we won't hit the cold part. There's one passed out over there. He's breathing. We won't hit the cold part of the morning for another hour and a half. So, and you know, still got some water turned on. It may not be flowable water anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing shadow down there next to her. I think it's a shadow. A lot of times if they have a calf somewhere like right there, they'll hide it right there. I don't know who that cow is from here. But he just said good morning. Let's been go around. Oh no, Ty snuck out and shut him last night. The idea was leave the doors open, let some air flow through here a little different, and see if we can get rid of some moisture. I actually thought about opening that white wall over there too, just to let some air flow, but something you got to be careful with cows, because somebody pops a calf out right where the wind's blowing through, and then you got a cold calf. Anyway, I'm going to say at this point in time, there's no new babies this morning. And her face doesn't look much different than yesterday. Now she's just being a little self-confident and conscious of it. See, doesn't seem to be bothering her. I mean, not that it's not irritating her, but it's not bothering her. Boomer with a big stretch. I'm still wondering about that cow laying there. I might have to go in there. Just the way she's laying. Oh well. Things to do. Get warmed up a little somewhere too. Here's your silhouette shot this morning. I haven't got one of those in a long time. By the way, it's cold out. Never guess what I've been doing. I knew the cow's water. I knew one there for the 2-year-olds. At least the hydrant wasn't froze at the 2-year-olds, but the line was going out. Cow's water hydrant was froze up. Well, it's going to the machine shed. I know it was off before Ty let cows into the feed barn. Yeah, it was on, froze solid, hoses on it, froze solid. And the one here at the corner of the shop, it was off earlier in the day. No, it was froze solid this morning. I got one more to go check. Actually, 2 more, but there's some color to the sunrise. Thought I'd show you that quick. Okay, calf hydrant wasn't froze yet, but it's ha-ha drained. And there's a radio over there by the drain. One of the local country stations. They're all yuppie stations, but they're talking about something that happened yesterday in Portland. Apparently a lady gave birth to a baby right on the sidewalk. All people saw was the gal squatted down, spit the kid out, then she stood up and walked away, left the kid. Hey, Sounds like a Portland thing to me. Glad I walked out this way. Quit that crap, phone. Well, okay, it focused enough. You saw what it really looked like. And I should go check the one in the back barn, because I know it probably didn't get shut off, and it's probably froze solid. And this is a really good torch for it. It's a cheap hobo freight torch, but it puts out instead of more of a pinpoint flame, it puts out a broader flame. Kind of like a rosebud versus a cutting torch or a welding tip. And it works really good, because what I do, if I can get the hydrant shut, I shut the hydrant. And if I can get the valves open, I open the valves. If not, I warm the valves up so they will close, or open rather. And then I work my way up and at least get a good dribble going out of it. Then the lines won't break. Just gotta be somewhat careful doing it. That rarely happens. My mother paid attention to the news, so she had it already shut off. Perfect. I'm gonna go find a warm spot because I'm freezing. Hey, look out. My ugly mug. Just a fair warning in case you gotta look away. Hey, BCP Farming and Trucking just put up their video today. They did a giveaway for their 1,000 subscribers. And Brendan said they were gonna go count all the comments. Well, I've been pretty regular since I found his channel, which was shortly after they got going. It's a good channel. If you haven't checked it out, go do it. Let's see. My old coat, she's seen some better days. Yeah, this kind of coat you shouldn't be grinding on stuff real close. It tends to put some blight into them. Anyway, I got me a new coat. I don't have it yet. I just sent Brendan a message, and I seriously watched it, and I'm going, yeah, you know, I've actually done pretty good at winning stuff on YouTube. And then, poof, I kind of quit winning. And I'm thinking, yeah, there's somebody else. Somebody else is going to have it. Oh, no. And then Brendan just took the sales out of his wife. She was going to say something there at the end, and he said my name, and she was kind of like, ah. He says, why? What were you going to say? Well, I was going to say his name. So, geez, Brendan, you wouldn't even let her say my name. Oh, well. Thank you very much. As Becky's been talking about, don't you need a new coat? So, I get that. Now, of course, I'm going to have to show it off. If you haven't seen, well, you go watch his video, you'll see. See the two I have choices of. I just got to figure out which one I want. So, thank you again, BP and CP. Really do appreciate it. I found a monkey. This stuff really got faded out. I don't know why. But, you know. We're going to feed some small bales for the cows for a little while. Try to save the little we got of big bales. And, you know, I don't have to use all the big bales. I do have to get the barn cleaned out of small bales, though, before we put new in. So, and maybe we'll get rid of some of the rats that Mom says she's got back here. And she's got an audience. The steers and...
Yeah, and a bull that was completely out of hay. He was very pissed off.
Yeah, she says one of the big bulls was out of hay. I just walked through, and one of them had hay, and the other one didn't.
Yeah. Dino was pissed when he came in. He didn't have it.
Yeah. So anyway, this is what we do. This is an old bucket that came off an Allied loader that was on a 5000 Ford. We got it from the insurance company. Guy had it parked on a hill, and the park brake popped off, and it rolled down at least as steep as what our lane is back here. Actually steeper than that. he didn't have a chance. Loader was about 3 feet off the ground, and it took a tree and creased the bottom of the bucket, bent the hell out of the loader. So basically we scrapped it. But we set this up so it's bigger than it used to be.
You always had a bale outside.
It's a cheap and easy bigger though. The sides on it, which you can't see from here, are the side fairings off the... Which one of these off? They're orange, aren't they? Yeah, there's the side fairings off the orange truck to make the sides. And there's a piece of, just a trim piece of frame rail across the front for support and a hunk of plywood. Well, the hunk of plywood's about had it, so I'm thinking about seeing what I got to replace the bottom with. And when we're not using this, it's usually got a pallet of plastic, folded up plastic, and frickin' rats got into it. It was actually our best plastic that we had that was in here. There were no holes or anything in it. And God knows how many holes are in it now. So anyway, we're going to make a few trips. The good thing is I don't have... Hey, you can't see. Yeah, you can. I don't have far to go. It's just a matter of making a few trips. And by magic, you can see. That's what the sides are. Can't see that one. And we added to the back of it. And then there's a 1-inch tube brace. Goes clear to the front. And she's getting all full of hay. And, you know, it happens. But we're just going to take straight in there for right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll move the grain stuff. We'll see. Those steps have about had it. So they'll come out. What's Against That feeder's been there for probably 5 years.
Keep going, dude.
6 years, 7 years. Because, you know, that's what has to get hand set in there, and it's a pain in the ass. So if you don't use it, you leave it. Kind of like what we used to have in the other barn, which we still do with big bales. But anyway, I got to go dump this so she can fill it up again. Dang kids are funny. Couple broken bales in here. Right on the corner of the plywood that those bins are sitting on.
Why it's all black and black?
There's a hay hook, and you can kind of see a little green stripey in there. That's one of those little half Ziploc sandwich bags, like half a sandwich bag.
It was tucked in, right here.
My mother was using a concoction for the rats. Can't remember what all was. What was it? Powdered sugar and...
Plaster of Paris.
Yeah, plaster of Paris. I mean, this stuff works. We've done it with mouse bait before. Take oatmeal and plaster of Paris and mix it together, and it works for a little while till they figure out that they're getting sick on it.
We're not doing this to the cows. White mold. It's not happening.
Oh, anyway, the rats took the bag down into the pile, and yeah, you can tell where they've been. Gotta love it. By golly, he's at it again. Sneaky bugger, huh? Some are just hardcore for their spot. Others, yeah, they're good with being over there or even there. So, yeah, you got to see at least fill in the bucket. I just dump it in. It works. Cut the bales as you put them in, and you don't have to climb in the feeder to cut them because that's a pain in the ass. And she's down here. Minnie just makes too much freaking milk. Her mother was the same way. Try to get a couple quarters milk down so she won't get mastitis, and the teeth will be small enough for the calf to get on. I mean, it's nice she makes so much freaking milk, but, you know, she's one of those that can handle a set of twins without any trouble any day of the week. And yeah, there's the latest of the sick babies. You got it. Pneumonia. Just like the rest of them.
She is so full, I can't see. Jen has to do it this way.
She can't do it like she normally does because she's too full. Oh, and she looked at me when I was looking away. Hey, Mama.
Pretty girl.
She don't want you to see. It's that her face is swelled up more. You can see underneath her neck a little. So, but Vet's late. He texted me at probably 2 o'clock and says, "Oh, I'm going to be late." Well, I noticed that it's past noon, and he was going to try to be close to noon, and that happens. Unfortunately, we're not the only customer. We may pay a good share of their paycheck, but not the whole thing. So, and they're short of that. There's 3 of them, and he really needs 5 of them in the practice. But they run from here, I think, down at least Albany, if not farther. So there's 70, 80 miles north and south, and from Tillamook to Malala, at least. That's more like that's probably 100 miles east and west. It's a lot of area to cover. They do herd health at dairies and that kind of thing. So that keeps them busy. Anyway, that's more than a long enough video. So thank you for watching. Hope you all had a good day, and here's to a good Friday.